everybody, and welcome to our E3 predictions and punishment reveal video. Peter Austin, E3 is practically upon us.
Merry video games. It's the most wonderful time of the year where not only do we get shown a lot of trailers and we get little bits of extra info for things we're excited about, but also people do embarrassing things on stage. Probably less so this year because I think a lot more of it will be pre-recorded and just VTs and stuff. No one's going to be walking around a conference hall, but maybe some people will. Do we know about the nature of any of these
I think a
events
lot of them are going to be pre-recorded and edited.
They're confirmed to be that,
just to get rid of that element of surprise, as you say. I'm honestly very sad. One of my predictions was going to be, again, someone falls over during the Just Dance routine at Ubisoft.
Yeah,
but I don't think they're going to be doing it this year. So
I wanted to do a fall over. Yeah, I don't know if they're all absolutely confirmed to be pre-recorded. I guess they probably all are going to be, but whether we know for a fact, I'm not sure. But anyway,
find out on the day.
In any case, it's happening. E3 is here, and as is tradition, except for last year because of things happened, we are going to make some predictions, both sort of not quite shoe-ins, but more likely predictions, and also some wild ones. Mm-hmm. And the winner gets the glory of winning.
Yes.
But something bad happens to the loser, doesn't it, Ben?
That's absolutely right. So some people who watched our E3 coverage in 2019 will be aware that I sadly had to depart the channel for a month and was replaced by Dick Mychinko, who did a marvellous job, won a Crash Team Racing tournament and then buggered off and we never saw him again. Similar thing is going to be happening this time. We ran a poll on our Patreon, patreon.com/Team Triple Jump, offering up some pretty horrible names that the loser of the E3 predictions would have to then don for 1 month on Twitter. Where's my finger? It's not in shot. On Twitter, on live streams, and in episodes of Worst Games Ever. Lists are recorded in advance, but every other type of media that we do, that is where they will be called that name. Peter.
Yeah.
What name was chosen?
Well, we had some very good suggestions, as you said. I mean, some horrible ones, but good ones all the same. I was quite fond of the second place runner-up, I think, was Peggle 2, which is an E3 reference, so that would have been great.
Yeah.
But the winner, I'm proud to announce, was Brian Bumpus. We don't necessarily have to do it in a Brian Butterfield voice. I think his personality will reveal itself, I think, when he is revealed to us. So it's not necessarily going to be that Brian, but Brian Bumpus is, that's quite the name. Pretty sure my father and future father-in-law both follow me on Twitter, or at least occasionally come and look at my profile to see what I'm up to. So that'll be good.
Fantastic. Well, I can't wait personally to meet Brian Bumpus because I'm going to wipe the floor with you this year, Austin.
Whoa!
I'm going to wipe the flipping floor with you. It's on. It's on.
Jeez. How close was it last time? There was like 1 point in it or two?
It was pretty close, yeah, but there were some dubious calls, I think. Some of the predictions perhaps were some more likely than others, some half points awarded because it was kind of right. So we'll see how it goes. But as Peter said, we've got 2 predictions per conference that we are covering on this channel. We're covering 5 of them, those being the Summer Games Fest on Thursday the 10th of June at 6 p.m. BST, Ubisoft Forward on Saturday the 12th of June at 8 p.m. BST, Xbox and Bethesda on Sunday the 13th at 6 p.m, and Square Enix also on Sunday at 8:15 p.m, and then finally Nintendo. Busy day, I know, very busy. And then finally Nintendo on Tuesday the 15th at 5 p.m. So those are the ones that we will be streaming live reactions to. Tons of coverage to come on the channel. You're looking at the schedule now as it briefly scrolls down screen. There it is. Look at it. Isn't it nice? Go check out our social medias for more details on what it is that we'll be doing over the next week or so. But are you ready, Peter? We're going to start with Summer Games Fest.
Yes.
What is your, shall we say, more realistic prediction?
I think that we will see something more than a vague, slightly wanky conceptual piece regarding the Elden Ring at long last. So I guess as long as we see just either a human being or a monstrous creature, rather than just here's some bones that are on fire, or here's a sword that's been broken in half.
A man's skin cracking.
Yeah, I want to just see creatures and settings and things. Doesn't have to be gameplay necessarily, but a trailer, not a teaser.
Just something. We're going to hear something from it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What's yours?
My prediction is that we will get a trailer for Oxenfree 2. Now, I loved the first Oxenfree. Oxenfree 2 has been formally announced, but Summer Games Festival with Jeff Keighley, usually, just as with Gamescom Opening Night Live, has a wide variety of games of all shapes and sizes. So I think maybe we'll see that there.
Well, it's funny you say that with Jeff Keighley. That was sort of the basis of my slightly crazy prediction, in that he is often, not always, attached to Crash Bandicoot related reveals and trailers and things like that. So I am going to put myself out there and say that coming soon or whenever to a console near you, a Crash Bandicoot arena battler or battle royale game. A kind of, you choose your character from the Crash Bandicoot universe and you go at each other. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
That's out there. That's a bold one.
Yeah. I've just thought, what do we do in the unlikely event, and this is not going to happen, that Crash Bash is announced?
I think you get a half point.
Half point, yeah.
Because you've acknowledged it now, you get a half point.
Well, it's worth pointing these things out ahead of time rather than realizing all the possible things that could go wrong.
Very true.
As and when they go wrong.
Very true. My crazy prediction is that best friend of Jeff Keighley, Hideo Kojima, will reveal his new game at Summer Games Fest.
I hope it's another Strand game. That's what I really want.
I love that genre, though. It's so good. We're not allowed to talk about those because people get cross.
Yeah, they do.
People get really cross that we don't like them. But that's my crazy prediction. Kojima's new game at Summer Games Fest.
Okay,
moving on.
Great.
Ubisoft's conference on Saturday. What's your basic guess?
I have tried to leave myself in a win-win situation here by saying that there will be no mention of Beyond Good and Evil 2.
Oh no, it's so sad.
If there is, it's good news for me. I actually, in some ways, I'm betting against myself this time because I actually think there might be something this year. They've not teased anything whatsoever, but I think they'd be silly not to show something because it's been too long now and people are getting really mad. So I think they will, but I'm saying they won't.
Okay, so no mention at all.
No mention at all in terms of new information or anything like that. They might, at the very start or the very end of the conference, go, yeah, Ubisoft, and do a big supercut of like stuff we've already seen of like,
and that doesn't
Watch
count.
Dogs, Assassin's Creed, and here's 1 second of a monkey man. That doesn't count.
Okay.
As it being there.
Right.
I'm talking about new stuff.
Okay.
A new trailer, new teaser, new gameplay, anything like that.
Fair enough. Makes sense. My basic prediction is that at least 3 Tom Clancy games will be shown at some point during the presentation. And just like you, I'm not counting inclusions in sizzle reels or hype packages of just like quick cuts of, I think that was The Division briefly there. I'm talking dedicated time slots. Here is new information about this Tom Clancy game. Here is a brand new Tom Clancy game. I think there will be at least 3 shown off properly at various points.
You might be right. Yeah, I think that's a good one.
That's my guess.
Crazy one from me for Ubisoft, given that they've already done Netflix deals pertaining to a lot of their IP. One that they have no Netflix attachment to whatsoever at the moment, as far as I'm aware, is Far Cry. So I'm going to just go out there and say that's the next one. They're going to say Far Cry related project coming to Netflix in some years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. My crazy one is, surprise, there is actually a new Splinter Cell game coming after all. Here it is. Here's a trailer. Brand new Splinter Cell game. It's a crazy prediction, but it shouldn't be, but it is because it's Ubisoft and they hate Sam Fisher for some reason. I don't know.
I don't get it. I don't understand it. So it has to be a proper Splinter Cell game, not just Sam
not a cameo.
Is starring.
We already know he's featuring in some crap that they've said they're going to show off. I don't know.
Yeah.
But a proper Splinter Cell game. That's my mad prediction.
It's pretty mad.
It is.
Time for Xbox and Bethesda. now, because they're sharing a conference this time.
They are.
Now that there's been an acquisition made. Do you want to go first this time? What's your basic one for Xbox Bethesda?
My basic one for one of America's 8 companies is that Starfield is shown, that's not the guess, but that it runs on the Creation Engine. No, stop right there. Stop. We can't do that one. Can't do that one. As it turns out, the Creation Engine is indeed being used in Starfield, although apparently it's going to be heavily upgraded and it's going to have its biggest upgrade yet, but we'll wait and see how that turns out.
We've heard that before, haven't we? Yeah. It's all new, but it's still the Creation Engine.
Yeah, it's still the Creation Engine. So
you need to do a different prediction then.
Need a different prediction. So instead, what I'm going to say is that The Outer Worlds 2 gets officially announced.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
No,
that's all it is.
No current rumors or anything.
There are rumors, but there's nothing. There's nothing super
no leaks,
duper
I guess that's what I mean.
Yeah. So we'll see. And now back to us.
Yeah. I'm going to say that we'll see something more from the Fable sequel / reboot or whatever it was that was shown. What was it even shown at? It was shown last year or the year before.
God, it was some sort of a fairy showcase thing, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, it might have been that.
It was a Series X
fairy.
Thing.
It got eaten by a toad or something.
Yeah.
And they just said Fable, and then that was kind of it. So I think we'll see more of that. Again, it doesn't have to be gameplay necessarily, but some kind of cinematic or something like that.
Nice.
Yeah.
My crazy prediction for Xbox Bethesda is also a Bethesda-based prediction.
Okay.
And I think that, well, I don't necessarily think this, but my crazy prediction is that The Elder Scrolls 6 will be announced and confirmed to be an Xbox exclusive. That's my far out there guess, because I think 50, 55, maybe 60% of the gaming population are wishing that this isn't going to happen. But if it is going to happen, I would imagine they'll talk about it at E3, as a big selling point of Game Pass. So that's my crazy out there prediction.
I really want to see some Elder Scrolls, but I don't think we're going to see it. But, fingers crossed. I've got this might be my wildest of the whole E3 here. Okay. I was going to say that Skyrim gets officially announced for another platform, like an actual PS5 build, for example, that's not just backwards compatible. But what I'm actually going with is that the Prey 2, not Prey 2000 and whatever it was, but it's difficult. It's complicated. So there was Prey, the original Prey, and then there was going to be a Prey 2 that was teased. There was like a cutscene and stuff, a trailer, and then that didn't happen. And then Prey came out, and it was nothing like Prey. If you're following,
on a space station, and it was Prey 2. If you want to get serious about this, but it was technically it was a reboot. It was Prey.
It was a reboot, exactly. So I'm saying that for some reason, out of nowhere, a Prey game is shown that is akin to what we've already seen. So either that it's got the strange Native American tie-ins that Prey 1 had, and or it's about an alien on a kind of Star Wars 1313 setting, which is what was shown in that trailer of the game that got completely canned. So it's nothing to do with desk chairs turning into shadow spiders. Right. It's none of that. It's Native American or alien criminal. That's what I'm saying.
The scrapped game comes back. That's your guess. Wow. Well,
not going to happen.
We shall see. But let's move on to Square Enix. This is taking place on Sunday at 8:15 BST. We were saying, actually, the fact that it's 1:15 seems to imply that perhaps they've spoken to Xbox and Bethesda and said, hey, when are you guys finishing? Just so we don't, we don't run over a bit. What is your basic prediction for this conference?
New Tomb Raider game, a sort of proper, just another sequel, not Lara Croft starring in some weird spin-off or something like that, like just Tomb Raider Cave Explorer Woman. That's
Cave Explorer Woman. Sounds great.
Yeah.
Sounds great.
Yeah. What's yours?
Mine is that We'll see some Marvel's Avengers at Square Enix. We know that. I think we also know that Black Panther is being shown off as well.
Right.
My basic guess is that we are going to finally see I think it's still PlayStation exclusive Spider-Man DLC for Marvel's Avengers, the playable Spider-Man character. This was meant to come out, I think, at the beginning of this year / last year, and it's just been delayed. We haven't seen anything from it at all. I think they might show at least a trailer for it or a teaser or something like that. I
forgot it was that is PlayStation exclusive, isn't it?
That was actually a prediction I made for the last round of predictions at E3, and then it ended up coming true about 3 or 4 months after E3. They announced that it was PlayStation exclusive. So I was right. I should have had that point, but it wasn't time.
Oh, that's a shame. I've got another pretty crazy one here, but it could happen, especially given recent trends of the past few years, that we have a surprise return out of nowhere of the Legacy of Kain, which I believe is now held in terms of publishing rights by Square Enix. So whether it's a Soul Reaver like remaster or remake, and that is kind of coming back from the PlayStation era, or if it's just a reboot or a sequel in the Legacy of Kain franchise. I don't think there are any rumors or anything pertaining to that. I've just pulled it out of nowhere.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll see.
We will see. My crazy prediction, again, going off the basis that it is very heavily rumored that a Guardians of the Galaxy game is going to be announced at Square Enix's conference. My prediction is that this Guardians of the Galaxy game is either live service or has live service elements a la Marvel's Avengers. Everyone loves just so much. I'm just waiting for them to announce this game. Myself, a big Marvel and Guardians of the Galaxy fan, I will lose my mind, and then they'll say, and there's going to be daily strikes and challenges, and I'm done. I don't even want it. You'll be able to unlock costumes from the
it's multiplayer only.
So that's my guess. Again, I don't know if it is that. I don't know if they'll confirm it during the conference or not, but that is my out there guess.
Okay, cool. Which leaves Nintendo Direct, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it does.
When is that? What time and date is that? I've not got that on my sheet.
Tuesday the 15th. So this is one of the outliers. EA, for some reason, is doing a summer game stream in July. So they're not remotely associated with E3. But yes, this is technically, I think, the last major thing that's happening during E3. So this will be next Tuesday. What is your basic prediction for Nintendo?
My basic Nintendo prediction is that we'll just see more of Breath of the Wild 2. All we've seen so far is they confirmed its existence about in 2019, I think it was, and I think it's time that they showed some more of it. Yeah. What about you?
Funny you say that, Peter, because my basic prediction is also that we get a Breath of the Wild 2 trailer.
Fair enough. Yeah.
It was bound to happen. Yeah. That we crossed some wires there, but hopefully we differ in the crazy department. What have you got?
Well, I don't think you'll have this. Crash Bandicoot confirmed for Smash Bros, which is a second Crash-related prediction I've just realised, but that's fine.
Fair enough.
Yeah, they'll be coming. Whoa!
Whoa!
That's what he says.
That's
Whoa!
It. That is what he says.
What's your crazy?
My out there crazy prediction is that the Switch Pro will be announced. That's not my prediction, but it will be releasing this year. That's my crazy prediction. End of this year, you can get a Switch Pro. That is
right.
But that's it. Those are the predictions. How ridiculous are we being? Let us know in the comments below. Of course, make your own predictions down there. And come over to YouTube. You're already here, but youtube.com/team_jump/live. We've worked out how to schedule streams again now.
Yeah, it works.
And it all works. So we will be streaming reactions to all 5 of these. Again, you're looking at the schedule now on screen. Plenty of coverage to come. We'll also be making a What Happened At video after each of these conferences to discuss the announcements and reveals in more detail. But come along. Keep track of who's winning the predictions and who will be crowned Mr. Brian Bumpiss for a month when the dust settles.
I almost feel like I don't mind if I lose this one. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll regret that.
You want to wear the crown?
Sort of, yeah. But we'll see.
We will see.
Brilliant. Well, catch us across the next week or so at various times on YouTube, and check out the schedule on social media.
We'll see you there, everybody. We hope you're excited, and thank you for watching. Goodbye.
Happy E3. Goodbye.